You're joining me, as usual. It's gonna be Blank. How are you doing?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's as usual. This is a little bit of a change to form, but, you know, me and you, Blair, we're going to go plus ultra on this map. We're going to be just fine. We're going to move through from Kameshki all around down to Sosnovka, Team Secret, with their Kameshki split. Might be a little bit challenged here, Blair. I'm not sure. There could be a few teams in this area. And God, I swear to God, man, Eastern teams, they love Yasnaya. Yasnaya is like hotspot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And this particular... I wouldn't call it a stalemate, but what has been a very interesting meta game, I might say, between DRS and MS Chonburi has definitely been something that I've been personally enjoying. DRS, of course, coming out on top for the majority of the times, but we do need to talk a bit about what the Dusk alluded to earlier. A very brave gentleman, happy bunch of campers there, because that looked scary. Rage could have easily dropped down and ruined their day.
Stalwart, like you said, they were just going to head across the bridge here. They're just going to hold out. They're in vehicles. They've not opted to go underneath yet. God, Tunny is doing an insane amount of work over onto STE at the moment, and Bamboo's starting to chime in as well. Goodness me, God, Tunny's doing this all on his lonesome. I don't know if he is downed yet, but he is extremely low.
I think he's still... Oh, there we go. Patch himself up. And as you said, yeah, he's doing everything by his lonesome. Infinity. 6 kills already, 3 players alive, although one of them, Tony, as you just pointed out, is quite a distance away. And for Stalwart, yes, they have gone for the particular play we expected them to go for, but now they have been pinned down. And for Tang Jiabao, looking at the position over there, they're not going to budge anytime soon. They're just going to be keeping them pinned down, at least one member, while the remainders just, have a 360 vigil, ensure they're not going to be flanked upon or being pushed on in. We do have a bit of an aquatic battle.
We do have FaZe Clan taking one more knock. Fredo, I think, should be back up on his feet. Team Secret looking fairly nice, but now FaZe are moving slowly but surely into position. This is looking good for them. It is slow, but they're making it happen. Deadeye guys, though, Shifu finds one knock, and FaZe Clan keep coming into problems, but keep decimating their opponents. It's great stuff.
Yeah, finally, signs of life from FaZe Clan. And even though that was a bit of a surprise not coming in from Shifu, the final surviving member of Deadeye's guys, they should be able to get the res as well. They are, however, getting pressed. Time is not their friend as 4 rivals getting shot by Team Tang Jiabao from the distance. They still haven't had to move yet, Blank, and they're feeling very comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, I'm starting to hear like kind of this absorbing noise, kind of like a reverse sponge squeeze. And I think it's Imperium absorbing that sweat back into himself, so he starts to feel better about his prediction at the moment.
Daybot. Oh, Daybot could get all 3 members of Stalwart Esports here. 3 members so very low.
Oh, Tang Jiabao.
The distance attacker. Tang Jiabao has been helping out a couple of teams unintentionally, and that is going to keep Stalwart Esports alive, at least for the time being. But Daybot, good night, sweet prince. And we're down to the final 7 teams, 19 players alive in the zone. And FaZe, they're still delivering. They've lost a couple, but they're still taking this fight and coming out on top.
Yeah, Beer 11 looking to pick his teammate back up again. Ventura's on the floor. Slams the smoke grenade on the back there. BTR, come on, 0 eliminations, 7th place. Fredo. We'll take it. We'll take it. Fredo, though, from Yudu Gang. This guy is one hell of a player. We'll see what he can do here on Team Secret.
It's kind of impressive how Stalwart Esports have managed to survive what was looking like pretty much a one-and-done spot over there when everyone was kind of low. But they managed to patch themselves back, and it is going to be Rithal just spraying away, cutting the grass with his bullets, but eventually it is going to be the play zone who takes him down. He could have easily got a couple of knocks there onto Stalwart Esports, but all 3 members still left standing. But now they need to move on in. We're down to the final 5 teams, beg your pardon, 11 left alive, and Tang Jiabao is still harassing everyone from atop.
Yeah, this Wizard Tower is real awkward to play from a lot of times, but they're holding down these angles. They've got 2 players looking either side. It's looking good. The Infinity looking to push up onto this Wizard Tower now, though, because they're outside the circle and they need to find a way in. Stalwart, though, like I said, they were looking for that top 3. They didn't go for the top 5 play, and they've made it happen. Has been very difficult for them, though, so far. I mean, players have been going down left, right, and center. Logan goes down, but Mela still taking shots. Bamboo, this man's moving fast.
I'm just a bit gobsmacked at Logan just taking the fight, standing out in the open. Absolute balls of steel, but he will be punished for because of that. Now, Mela having a lot of work to do. And this is not looking good at all for Infinity. They eventually have to make a way in, and they're going to be 2 players of Tang Jiabao keeping the crosshairs trained in this position. FaZe still in contention, though. FaZe up, a real possibility.
I think it really is a real... Oh, no!
Oh, no,
it's FaZe down!
No, I'm so
on
sorry.
Your face.
I'm so sorry.
Why would you do this to them?
I'm so sorry.
You've killed them! Look at them! They're dead! This is you, Blair!
No, it was Stalwart. It was Stalwart all along. As we have Tang Jiabao, the Chinese side, going up against Stalwart Esports. You said a top 5, a top 3 guarantee. They've guaranteed a top 2, and now in a 3 versus 3, 51%, well, 52 to 48%. I think that's fair. They do have the slight high ground advantage to Tang Jiabao, but Stalwart Esports, when it comes to these final circles, Blank, we know how deadly they can be.
Previous performances from Tang Jiabao would put Stalwart in favor. The issue is, look at these smokes. This just shows to me that Tang Jiabao still have utility on board. And remember, Stalwart, they have been fighting for a long time. They are patched up, they are bruised, and they have been through the washing machine to get here, and they're not looking squeaky clean just yet.
Oh, like that from Tang Jiabao, trying to use the vehicles to maybe get a knock, but Top is going to maintain a bit of distance. Now, with Attacker and Long's potentially tunnel vision on the Top's position, that's the opportunity for Scry and Pika coming in from the right-hand side. But Bamboo, he is the guy who's going to be keeping an eye out. And considering they have a high ground advantage, I'm a little surprised that Tang Jiabao haven't gotten up, but Attacker just running around. And we have a vehicle as well in play. Interesting ploy here from Tang Jiabao, but Pika looking to take the fight. Is going to be rattling off a number of bullets, and the Longs almost gets the knock, but Long's going to do a big U-turn and falls on back.
What did I just witness? Stalwart still fighting for their lives up here, up the hill. Lons just about gets that off, but there's 2 nades and Stalwart, king of the explosions.
It's happening. Long's now left alone, Blank, and look at them moving on in. The trifecta of doom. Scry, Top, Pika. Nades are going to be lobbed in as well. Molotovs, HEs, and Longs hugging that corpse of a car, and he will eventually be found. A 3v3 Stalwart Esports. They dissect Tang Jiabao. And unfortunately for the Chinese side, Blank, sure, they played that Wizard Tower position to perfection, but once they were forced out, Stalwart clearly the better team in that particular skirmish.
Yeah, clearly the better team now. And I think this is the problem with Tang Jiabao, is that those final moments, it just doesn't feel like
17
really
points
have
still. They were, what was it? Dead last was BTI before this game at least. So
points, DRS as well, but BC Swell, we should be mentioning, only 1 point. Bigatron as well, down on 2.
Which they understood because of the circle that was going to be a very tricky entry point for them to get into. So they moved
gosh.
back into the island, back into the Western Bridge to try and enter it. It was a nice approach, but Jason, not quite 100 point, but we're close. And that happening over the course of these 5 games for Infinity, like their average points per game is just insanely
almost 20.
high. Yes.
2 games in hand. 50 plus points behind, it's going to be difficult to catch them up. But I know how good both of those teams can be. And moving on to the second half of the standings, Max FaZe, they jumped up to 12th. I'm happy to see.
Why did they have a good game when you call them out? And I had